Hello, beautiful beings, and welcome back to the realm of inspiration. Happy winter solstice. It is officially the winter solstice, and we are concluding the final season of the solar year of 2025 that will carry us into the first season of the solar year of 2026. This year has been full of lots of changes, lots of different inspirations, and lots of energy shifting. As well as just in general, a theme of reclaiming your power back from those who have stolen it from you. That is the biggest thing carrying us forward from the previous season of autumn into the season of winter. So, that being said, let's first start with a protection and reclaiming of energy. So, I'm going to invite in now using Tiger's Eye as the main crystalline energy that we are connecting to in this time. We are going to invite in the guardian angels into this space. The collective guardian angels, your guardian angels, we're just going to invite in the guardian angels. I call on our guardian angels to surround us in their wings, putting us in an invincible tube of divine light and love. And we're going to invite in some healing light to the third eye, because I'm definitely feeling that right now in my physical body, that as the guardian angels are surrounding us in their wings, ensuring that nothing and no one can access us without our explicit permission and our current present permission, not the permission that we have given in the past when we were not in our power, but our current present permission in our power. Only those that we permit of divine light and love may connect with us. Our energy is not for sale. Our energy is ours. We will not give it away. We will stand in our power and use our power to help the collective all without draining our life force energy. We want to enhance our life force energy and do things that elevate us and those around us. So our guardian angels are bringing forth also that healing light to us, We're calling on Archangel Raphael to bring forth healing times infinity. We call on all the archangels now. Archangel Michael to protect times infinity. Archangel Uriel to bring strength times infinity. Archangel Gabriel to bring clarity of mind times infinity. Archangel Metatron to protect lightworker abilities times infinity. Archangel Sandalphon to bring stability times infinity. Archangels Raguel, Daniel, and Zadkiel to bring forth protection of divine karmic balance and justice times infinity. For Archangels Chamuel to bring forth to us cosmic heart healing. We are grounding with angelic Mother Gaia, and we are opening our mind to messages for our highest good, for guidance for our highest good, coming from Father Sky, guardian of life, creator, source of all, to open us up to messages, guidance, and inspirations for our highest good, for the betterment of our ascension, to inspire us on our journey. We call now on the violet flame and the flame of truth to remove all negativity from our aura, to take it, remove it, and transmute it into something of light and love. And in return, Source is going to bring forth our original excellence. We are like a star, like a sun, expanding our energy, refilling and refueling with Source excellence. The violet flame, the flame of truth, will also purge away all cords of attachment with support of Archangel Michael that no longer serve us and our highest good, to be transmuted and reconstituted with support of the earth and Source, to take that energy, to transmute it into divine light and love, and in return we get our original excellence back to us. We are recharging in this season. The frost brings forth recharging, so we are reclaiming who we are. We are reclaiming our power and our truth. We are reclaiming our authenticity. Now what I'm going to invite and invoke in right now is a declaration. The Elfian Realm, when there is an ascension celebration, there is a declaration. When we have ascended, there is a declaration. Before any major event, there is a declaration. And this last season, this last year, we have gone through a lot of upgrades and a lot of changes. And I am going to declare that we have gone through an ascension that is worth celebrating for all of us, that during this year and season of tests upon our soul, and I can tell you I have felt it upon my soul as well. I have felt it. I felt it. The tests that are going to make you second guess the choices that you were making at this time last year to propel yourself forward. We have ascended if we are still here. We are on the next level of our journey. We are on the next phase of our healing. We are on the next phase of our ascension. So let us celebrate with a declaration here and now that this season moving forward, this winter season that will carry us through the beginning of a new solar year, the beginning of a new lunar year, and will propel us forward into the start of a new zodiac year as well, because Aries is the start of a new zodiac year. And by the time we get to spring, we will be moving into Aries season. So this season that carries us through new beginnings, that a lot of us dread, the winter season, we are going to decree and declare now that in this season, now, moving forward, all of my energy is coming back to me. All missing soul fragments and soul pieces that have been stolen from me in this year and the years past and my entire existence as a being, all energy that has been stolen from me, all missing parts of my soul, I decree and declare that they come back to me now. All missing parts of my soul, I decree and declare that they come back to me now, cleared and cleansed of all energy that they have absorbed from the places that they were waiting in for me to reclaim them. They are cleared and cleansed and recharged with my original source excellence, with divine light and love, with the light of the Creator, to help empower me as I work for the universe, as I work for my highest self, as I work for the Creator, to do what I am called to do what my soul's inspiration is, and to do what I am meant to help the earth and the collective all ascend higher into the positive polarity. I'm calling all of my energy back to me, and I am reclaiming it, cleared and cleansed, recharged with my original excellence. My energy does not get to exist outside of me, inside of somebody else. It is my energy. And if I have unknowingly taken anything from anyone, they can have it back now, cleared and cleansed, because I don't want to take on anyone's soul pieces, anyone's energy, any energy that is not mine, that I have been harboring in this last season, in this last year, in this existence of my being as a soul incarnating in the physical. I return back to wherever I got it from, because it's not mine. And I take back what is mine. What is mine. Beautiful beings, we have been living with parts of our soul missing and parts of somebody else's soul attached to us that we unknowingly take when we do this exchange of energy and we connect cords. We lose who we really are in our essence. So we are reclaiming this back. In this season, it is coming back to us cleared and cleansed, and everyone gets back whatever we knowingly or unknowingly took from them. If you knowingly took energy from somebody, give it back. Because if you don't, moving forward in this winter season, you will be forced to. Energy is going to push you. The energy of the universe is going to push you to give back what you have stolen. And it's also going to inspire you to accept back what was stolen from you, but you got to clear and cleanse it first. Okay, that is the decree and declare for this season. Now, we are going to move into the channeled messages, of course, because this was, we had our declaration. So we have the protection, we have the declaration. Now it's for the channeled messages. Now, as you can see by my space, we are adapting. I am still working with some technological issues, and that is okay. We are going to adapt and we're going to be flexible, because the point of living by your highest self, means that you are flexible when it comes to obstacles of the physical reality, because you know that that cannot limit you from transcending as a soul, and that cannot limit you from doing the work that you are meant to do. And that cannot limit you, period. So we are adapting to a new channeling space. Channeling is a very divine feminine art. So I have the moon in the background, and I've done a channeling with the divine lunar frequency that you will be seeing soon, as well as solar, but solar is more so the backdrop for my second channel, which is on a bit of a break until I get the technology issues sorted, where I uncover the spiritual metaphors hidden in myths. So that's a separate thing, separate channel, Ancient Awakening with Kastalia, and it is linked on the channel page, and will be linked to the end of this video and all videos moving forward, because we are accepting the inspiration that the universe is giving us. This last year, this last autumn season, the universe gave me that inspiration. The Elfian Realm gave me that inspiration to tap in to another aspect of what I feel called to do as a soul that is more than just being a channeler. And that is a really big thing that I've been working on. My clairaudiency has been crazy this last season, going through upgrades, and maybe I might just have to write a book about that, so stay tuned, beautiful beings. We are adapting. Adaptability is also another theme that is carrying us forward from the autumn season into winter. So that being said, the beings that I want to channel are some of the most adaptable and flexible Elfians. And they are the ones that work with the elements, because of course they've got to be adaptable and flexible for the elements, but not just the elements. They started as Elfian elementals of the earth, but now they are Elfian Animal Healers. So on top of that kind of base layer work that they used to do with the elements, now they're working with the group souls of the animal kingdom. And particularly the group soul that I want to channel, and that has been a long time coming for me to sit down and channel again what messages that they have to share, is the sea turtles. The sea turtles have been channeled before in regards to their ability to help with healing and alignment of the 5-body system. And I'm going to be very human and very honest with you, as well as I have some dragon totem energy on my little sweater here as well, even though you can't see it. I need to reconnect to my 5-body system. I need some alignment right now, because I have been feeling the hits to the third eye, and I have been feeling these ascension symptoms that occur when we are, entering into a new moon, into a new season. And I think I need a little bit check of my 5-body system. I don't know about you, but I definitely do. So we are going to invite in the Elfian Animal Healers that work with the sea turtles specifically, and see what messages they have to share. I've been having lots of dreams about sea turtles. I have sea turtles everywhere because not only are they my power animal, in my free time, I also like to do volunteer work with them. So I am very much a big believer that when we connect to the animal kingdom, when we help them, when we try to do sort of an undoing of what humans have done that have caused harm to the creatures of the earth, we are helping elevate the collective human, energy. And we are helping undo a lot of that negative karma that humans as a collective have occurred through doing negative action. It's the humans as a collective. We are individual souls, but we come from the same source. And when humans do negative actions, there is a collective karma on humans. So when humans are doing positive actions, collective positive karma as well. So undoing the wrongdoings. This has been something that has been guiding me and has been helping me understand different levels of spirituality, and is a big reason why I feel for the winter season that there is a lot to share, because like birds, a lot of them do migrate. So there is a sense of moving forward, but in regards to specifically our emotional bodies moving forward and our inner child moving forward as well. It is a lot of moving forward, and in February is when we move into the lunar year of the horse. So we are still influenced by the snake, so I'm picking a reptilian friend of the snake to do the connecting to. Oh, throat chakra clearing. So Maybe my throat chakra is not in alignment. So we're going to have an Elfian Animal Healer. Elfian Animal Healers, for those of you that don't know, and just like for a different summary explanation, they are basically higher beings of divine light and love and the healing frequency and the elemental frequency of the earth, that with ascensions of the earth and shifts of golden ages and falls of the earth, they ended up as higher beings wanting to work to offer healing and support to the group souls of the animal kingdom, as group souls are in a way beings of life, but they are not beings of life that we are the beings of life. They have group souls. The way that their soul hierarchy works a little bit differently, and a lot of them are coming, are existing in our physical reality to assist us as souls, and then also to help take care of the earth and life. And since we are beings of life, we should be guardians of all life as well. So these beings of inspiration work to inspire us with this, but also to inspire us when it comes to soul tribe energy, as well as connections that we have deep within our soul. So we are going to, now that I feel like the throat chakra kind of, we balanced it a little bit. Well, self-healing from crystal Reiki stuff. We are going to call forth the Elfian Animal Healers. I'm feeling divine masculine Elfian Animal Healer that works with the sea turtle group soul. And there are 7 species of sea turtles, so all of them kind of connect to the same group soul, but there's like different layers of it, so it's species energy in how I see it, with my different layers of, I guess, psychic mediumship, but I really don't know what the proper term is. When I see the soul energy, there is like the big source group soul, and then there's like the little mini group souls. For the animals, that's like the different like species, because different color frequency, location, all of these things affect a animal's ability to help in certain ways. Like, for example, black cats remove negativity. That's going to be a little bit different than a white cat that would bring purification. So there is different things that energetically they do, and it's like it's basically like the animal kingdom's like, you got crystals, you got the animal kingdom. Like, there's so much going on with the color frequency and location and different like properties that affect their ability to, help us in different ways and help the earth in different ways. So I just wanted to explain that because that's coming through to me. And we are already moving forth through this channeling. I know this is like not an inspired awakening. Inspired awakening has kind of come to an end for the foreseeable future. So I'm still in inspired awakening mode. So I'm talking a little bit more, but we're going to try and wrap this up a little bit. I feel like the channeled messages will be a little bit quicker. So a lot of this other stuff is just what's flowing through. I let the clairaudiency guide through more. They're telling me that I covered a lot of things for moving forward in the winter, and they're just gonna do the big important stuff. So divine masculine, Elfian Animal Healer of the sea turtle group soul. When I've safely stepped back, you may step forth. Hello, beautiful beings. The winter season is exciting, isn't it? I am a divine masculine Elfian Animal Healer of the sea turtle group souls, plural. Now, to explain a little bit about what our communicator is doing, for those of you who are a little bit unaware, is that what our communicator is doing is opening up her energy to specifically us as beings of inspiration, divine beings of light and love, who work to help inspire the collective all. And she opens up her energy and allows us to step through and communicate without filtration. This is an ability that comes from being clairaudient, but also from having other abilities open and other chakras open, and just in general having the ability as a soul contract to do this sort of craft, as it were. So what I work with as an Elfian is I work with the sea turtle group soul with their rhyme, rhythm, and reason. And in general, as Elfian Animal Healers, we do some work with the earth stars. We're working on that with our communicator right now as I'm channeling, just checking some things with the earth star. Your earth star is connected to your ancestry, soul tribes, and connection to all things. So this is spirit animal, power animal, totem animal, kinship animal, or crystal, all of these connections. opening up and cultivating energy. So as our communicator mentioned that we did do a channeling before where the sea turtles are, the animal healers of the 5-body system. This message came through. The reason being is that they're, for starters, their physical form, there is markings, soul markings from the aquatic realm on their physical form that is connected to different parts of your human 5-body system, but also in regards to alignment and healing. When it comes to understanding that the center of your being is your emotional body, and the most influential part of your 5-body system is the inner child layer of the Akashic body, because that's the thing that would prevent you from moving forward. And the emotional body, if it is not balanced, can create stagnant waters. What's also a very, very fascinating thing is the fact that with this animal group soul, they are very observant, very sensitive, and basically become like a physical embodiment of what it would be like for you as humans to not have the influence of the ego. And what we mean by this is that without the ego, you are actually very sensitive and emotional and empathic creatures. And without the ego controlling you, you may not be able to express things in the same way. When you think of animals, most of them make sounds. This is a creature that doesn't really make sounds, except when they breathe. They are mainly lungs. So it's a lot about that oxygen, that breath. Emotional body, physical body, connecting, coming up for air from the surface, and using that to expand and travel beneath the surface. That depth. Oh, that is very interesting, this depth thing. Because the ego, when it's in control, it can cause you to limit your ability to have depth of the soul. So what does this have to do with the winter season, right? This is a very important thing, a very important lesson for the winter season, because the ego creates arrogance. And you want to know something that's very interesting about the marine life, the aquatic realm, is that, and in general with the animal kingdom, is that with humans, when there is something out of alignment, when there is something that is affecting the collective all, there is negative energy floating around. Sometimes humans don't feel that effect, but animals will take the blow. What this means is, if you are interested in uncovering what is actually blocking the collective all, look at the injuries that all animals have in common in this time. And the most common thing that you will find is that a lot of the injuries that all animals are enduring are man-inflicted injuries. I don't mean men, I mean human. The collective humans. Self-inflicted pain. You are all creating your own suffering. Things are not naturally occurring. Some humans are playing God. But if you masquerade as something for a long enough time, what you're masquerading as may get offended. Offended in the sense that you are miscommunicating and misrepresenting something maybe divine, or just something that you don't have the right to pretend that you are. So if you've been masquerading and pretending to be something divine, then karma is going to find you. This comes from the inner child. The inner child wounds are what cause you to act in certain ways in an unhealed emotional body. Well, that is where a lot of the wrath and anger comes from. Beautiful beings. Children of life. Do you not see the anger and hate in your world and those pretending and playing the role of creator, rather controller? Do you not see the malicious actions of humans to humans and humans to the earth? You don't want to bite the hand that feeds you is the human expression, is it not? So why have anger over living things? Why does it bother you if a sea turtle swims near your boat? Why does it bother you if a lion is hunting in his habitat? Why does it bother you if a human that looks a little bit different than you is living near you? Why does it bother you that something that is outside of you, that you can physically see, is existing near you, and you feel you have the power to remove this thing from being around you because your ego is uncomfortable? A lot of egos are running the show. This winter season, evaluate every action that you take and make sure that you are following the highest self. The only way that the collective reality is going to ascend past a reality that is led by the arrogance of the ego and the lower polarity is if humans in their individual actions choose to follow their higher self in each and every single action. That is the only way. Change will not happen if you just accept the reality that you are living in and say that this is how things have always been when this is not how things have always been. How things have always been is that humans care for the land, care for animals, care for each other. That is in the root of your nature as souls. But when you incarnate in the physical and you see differences, the ego, that's how it controls you. That's how the devil on your shoulder wins. That's how the lower self runs the show. And that is what is preventing deep spiritual healing. At the end of the day, what are you going to take with you when you leave the physical? The only thing you are going to take with you is your actions. And if you had positive actions, positive reward. If you had negative actions, negative reward. If you had a lot of negative actions, then you will incarnate in another lifetime and suffer. If you had a lot of positive actions, you'll incarnate in a lifetime and feel at ease. But you can suffer and have $1 million and still be suffering in your soul, and you can be at ease and barely be getting by financially, but be at spiritual ease. Ease does not mean material comfort, because this material comfort that you are all creating is new. That is why abundance isn't finding you in the way that you want abundance to find you, because abundance has been flowing in a different way, in a different method, in a different tool for thousands and thousands of years before humans started creating these material comforts. And that is why the material comforts are not finding you, because you think that's what abundance is, but that could not possibly be what abundance is, because it has existed long before the reality that you are living in. And if any animal has observed that, the sea turtles have been observing that as they have been evolving. So the octopuses and the marine life that have been existing on the earth for longer than human incarnation, preparing it energetically for soul incarnation. And you want to eradicate something because you think it's invasive, but you are the invasive species, not you as a soul. The ego is the invasive species. The ego is the invasive energy. Not anything else. It's the ego. And it's a constant battle. Is it not? A constant battle. If you want to manifest, you want to evolve, you want to ascend, stop looking to the man-made reality and start understanding that the universe is going to flow through to you what you are asking for and the way it's always done things and the way the universe flows that is uncontrolled by material human creations, because the universe is not a material human creation. The universe created humans. The universe created all things, and it's clearly done a few things right. The Creator created you. You don't get to tell the Creator how to send his gifts to you. He knows what's best for your highest good. For you to be able to receive things for your highest good, you need to be living in your highest self. In order to do that, that means you let go of the ego. And that means materialism, envy, judgment, and hate. This doesn't mean that you're going to be fearless automatically. That's a different obstacle. Okay? What we mean is that pride, that greed, that gluttony, those things that are a choice that you are making to overconsume energy that isn't source energy. It is ego-created energy. So then you are fueling yourself by ego, human-created things. And no wonder you feel drained. No wonder you feel like you're not making progress, because what you are looking at is you are looking for validation and a recharging of your energy coming from something that a human created not even 100 years ago. Instead of looking inward and following source and allowing source to fuel you with something that is infinite, indestructible, and immortal, and that is divine light and love of source and creator. Not what humans decide is that. If you are wondering why you feel stagnant, have you looked within? If you are an angry person, a vengeful person, a hateful, greedy, gluttonous, lustful, envious, prideful person who takes sloth in their spiritual endeavors, who lives for the ego, for the 9 to 5, for the material world, and you are wondering why you are not making spiritual progress and why you can't be happy, it is because of all the things that I just listed. It is because you do not have a truly harmonious connection with yourself and the universe and all those around you, because you are being fueled by lower vibrational things. Envy, wrath, pride, lust, greed, gluttony. You are being fueled by things that are deadly to the soul. So of course, you're gonna feel miserable at the end of the day, because you are not getting true revitalization from source. So put down the material things. They can be used as tools, but if you have a dependency on them, if you don't know how to exist as a soul without them, then you are not existing as led by the soul. What you are existing as is an ego running the show. Put it down. Spend more time outside. Spend more time with nature. Spend more time with people and connecting and evolving and different perspectives and the discourse that can occur when you open your mind to the diversity of the world. That's being of life. That's being a being of life, connecting to life and seeing these material things. They can be tools to help you, but if you are living for them, then you have lost yourself. Everybody makes mistakes. You yell at a child for breaking something, and you go and break something the very next day. And it's okay if you do it, but it's not okay if the child does it. Everybody makes mistakes. You cannot expect anyone or anything to be perfect, because that is not what it means to be a being of life. And you cannot create a artificial, perfect, the human, you guys do the air quotes, the perfect world, because that's not what it is to be a being of life. Being a being of life is messy, but it's beautiful. And if you only see beauty in artificial things and you're not connecting with the life around you, eventually you're going to fall behind, because the collective reality is not going to sustain itself in an artificial world. It will collapse. The artificial world will collapse, especially if you put too much dependency on it. Because you are here to learn how to transcend that in the physical and balance the tools of the physical reality and the empowering enlightenment of the non-physical reality. That is balancing all body systems. You cannot have the physical body without the spiritual body, and vice versa. You cannot have the mental body without the emotional body, and vice versa. You cannot be your present self without the past, but you cannot move forward unless you let go of the past and accept its lessons. Is the world a paradox? Maybe. You can't have light without darkness, of course, but a lot of you, as humans, are forgetting the light. Forgetting the point. The point is to live, to find unity with each other. That's the point. You think the point is land, power, money, how many candles you own? You think this is life? You think this is the point? You think this is why you were created? No. The same way that every animal in the animal kingdom was created for a specific purpose, to help the earth, so were you. Yeah, you are creators, you are inventors, but you are inventing things that are creating spiritual sloth. And that is when the non-physical reality has to give you a reality check. A tool is a tool. It's an assistant. It is not the meaning of life. Thank you, beautiful beings. That felt done. And time frequency, of course, that was perfect. So, that being said, I felt like that Elfian could have said a lot more, but for the winter season, that felt like the conclusion. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, beautiful beings, what I am doing as being a channeler, working with the realm of inspiration, the stay inspired of your soul, it is a reminder that there is more. Because before I awoken, I thought that the meaning of life was these material things. And it is a very true fact. I was seeing that visual of the legacy of humans, that this reality that we are living in, this is not how we have been living. There is a bit of a limitation that is occurring for spiritual evolution, even though we are living in a time where we actually have enough luxury to tune in to our soul. We have enough luxury to actually awaken. We have the luxury, we've created that lifestyle, but then we are using these luxuries to actually limit us from connecting to our soul. So it's about using these things, these resources that we have, that we didn't have as humanity before, to help us become better, not as a technological better, but a spiritual better. So I hope that whatever I don't remember most of that, whatever message came through that resonated with you, I hope it inspired you in some way. That is the goal, is to inspire. This is a blend of spirituality and the physical reality, and remembering that we are here to live life, but not let material things control us. Okay? It is a battle, but it is something we're going to work on in this winter season. I will be working on it, and I wish you luck as well in this journey. Let me know in the comments what resonated with you from this channeling, what further questions you have based on the channeling, and how you are going to work to balance being a soul within a body moving forward in this winter season. Let us connect. Let us create a community together. Sending you love, light, and inspiration. Stay inspired.